want me to hop out?
Do you want to continue watching, or you want to?
Sure, I'll continue watching.
Okay. Oh shit, I'm recording. Welcome back. I'm playing the Second Circle, a Helltaker fan game, and I am joined again by Kazuki.
Hey.
And an unexpected guest, but always welcome, is Akai.
Yo, great to be here.
Alright, let's get on with this Azazel. Just want to say.
Have to delete the file then.
No, I started a new one, and I started those other three there, so it's all good.
Oh, okay.
Late one night, you are dragging yourself to bed after you, Modius, Pandamonica, and Melina sat down for an Unprop 2 movie marathon. You notice a bright light spilling out into the hallway from the crack underneath Azazel's door. With a groan, you make your way over and knock on her door. From inside, you hear the momentary shuffling of papers before a small voice answers you. Yes? Who is it? There's something about the angel's chipper tone that makes you question your own sanity, let alone hers. Azazel, do you realize how late it is? You do realize how late it is, do you? Don't you? All of a sudden, the door swings open and Azazel stands before you.
Gee, she looks tired.
Though you can tell from the distant look in her eye that she hasn't slept a wink, the angel seems unfazed by that fact. Oh, hello there, Mr. Taker. Goodness me, is it that late already? I should be getting to bed, shouldn't I? Yes, you should. Against your better judgment, you look past Azazel and peer into the messy room behind her. While you shouldn't describe the space as being typically tidy, there is something extra chaotic about the state of it tonight that causes you to worry for the angel's mental state. What are you working on in there? Anyway. Oh, my thesis! Azazel turns to look at the mess of scattered papers and lean towards a book with a strange sense of pride in her voice. Your thesis? Indeed. I have this theory that there is a way to classify everything in existence. I see. And how have you arrived at this idea? As soon as the words leave your lips, you immediately regret them. At once, Azazel's eyes begin to shimmer with excitement. Before he can escape, she draws in a deep breath in preparation for what you can only imagine is an incredibly lengthy explanation. Well, you see, I first had to focus solely on non-living things that are made up of physical matter. But then I realized that doing so would force me to contend with a plethora of questions regarding the qualifications of life. And I, personally, am simply not interested in answering such inquiries, so I expanded my research to include living things as well. That whole conundrum, of course, caught me thinking. Maybe there is an argument to be made that I'm ignoring the fourth dimension entirely. In that case, shouldn't I try to include things that once existed as well as things that are yet to exist? I suppose. Well, I'm at it. I really shouldn't discriminate.
Oh my god, I love that animation.
I know, I do too. That's awesome.
That's amazing.
While I'm at it, I really shouldn't discriminate when it comes to things that exist only within our plane of reality. As to say, heaven, hell, and the worlds in between. So need I include things from all the realms? What, you mean to tell me that there are other... You know what? Never mind. What I'm gathering is this.
It's like, nah, ain't going there.
You aim to find a way to put everything, all living and non-living things that exist in the past, present, and future, and all realms of existence in a comprehensible classification system. Yes!
Jesus.
Yep. And that is why you're awake at 3 in the morning? Yep. Feeling the approach of an imminent headache, you begin to massage your temples. That's quite the understanding.
That's what I would do too. I'd be like, oh, Jesus Christ.
That's quite the undertaking, Azazel. Don't you think you'd be better prepared to tackle it if you perhaps got some rest? There's no time to rest, Mr. Taker. If I plan to get my thesis finished this millennia, I must spend as much time as I can working. Very well. Then how about this? There's a museum in the city that has a whole slew of exhibits that I'm sure would be perfect for your research. If you promise to go to bed, I'll take you there tomorrow. At the mere mention of the museum, Azazel's eyes become as wide as saucers. Do you really mean it, Mr. Taker? I do. Now, do we have a deal? To right we do. Good night, Mr. Taker. And with that, Azazel shuts the door in your face, leaving you standing alone in a shadowy hallway, quite stunned and yet, in a way, satisfied. As you make your way to your own bed, you peek over your shoulder just in time to see the light in the angel's room click off, plunging the corridor into total darkness. Why do I get the feeling this one's gonna be very, very deep?
Because it probably is, man.
Yeah, it might.
Probably.
I mean, like, if I say that about the Modius game through, everyone's gonna know what I'm talking about. But this one, story-wise, might be pretty deep.
You know, fun fact though. So I actually used to have a lizard named Azazel.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. What happened to your lizard?
Oh, she passed away, sadly.
Ah, shame. I know. I've had like a bunch of cats too that like I've had, and they either just disappeared or got hit by cars. So, you know.
Jesus, man.
Yeah. I don't know. From there not being a lot of traffic around, they do sure run in front of a bunch of cars. So. Oh.
Yeah. Maybe they aren't that smart.
Maybe, but I have 2 indoor cats that never leave the house, so they're definitely not gonna
Yeah.
come by the car. True to your word, you are up early the next morning, dressed and ready to take Azazel to the museum. Before you can so much as knock on the angel's door, it swings open as Azazel is there, notepad in hand, bouncing on her heels with elation. Museum time? Museum time.
Museum time.
The both of you load up into the car and set off for the city. Though the museum is a fair distance away, Azazel turns what would otherwise be a long, quiet, and perhaps some boring drive into one filled with a nauseatingly thorough lecture about every intimate detail of her thesis and the research that she has done thus far. With each passing moment, you feel as though your very presence in the universe is shrinking. I mean, that'll happen. I feel like there should be, no, it don't matter. Fortunately, just as Azazel is about to launch into discussion about quantum physics in the 4th dimension, you arrive at your destination.
Jesus Christ.
God damn, Azazel's smart.
Man.
As you shut off the engine, you turn to see your companions brimming with excitement. Before she can leave the car, however, you clear your throat to grab her attention. Hey Azazel? What is it, Mr. Taker? Listen, I just want you to know that I understand that there have been a lot of changes lately, what with you and everyone else moving in all at once, you know? It's just a lot to get used to. Sure, I suppose, but I don't understand what I'm trying to say is that I'm here for you if you ever need to talk about anything, you know?
Oh, jeez.
If something is bothering you, you don't have to, you know, keep it all bottled up. Wait.
She's got a soft spot for you.
This is because of how late I was up last night, isn't it? Well, yes. I see. The angel sighs and her shoulders sag. It is just every ounce of energy she has left her all at once.
Wait. Maybe I misheard that last part. I thought it was her talking.
The angel sighs and her shoulders sag. It is as if every ounce of her joyous energy has left her all at once. You've never seen
No, not that part. The part where maybe it's Taker says that I'm here for you if you need to talk or something like that.
What I'm trying to say is that if I'm here for you if you ever need to talk about anything, you know?
Yeah. Okay, so that is Taker that says that. All right. I thought it was her that said it.
No.
That's why I said that.
Oh, okay. You have never seen her look so downtrodden before. You think I'm weird too. I suppose I can't blame you. I mean, not many people get quite as excited about research as I do. I'm just really passionate, you know? I don't think that's a bad thing. Azazel, if you want the truth, Mr. Taker, I've never felt happier when I came to live with you. Being around you guys, it's like I have a family. People who accept me unconditionally, even if some aspects of me are a little odd. And because of that, I've had the comfort and freedom to pursue the things that mean the most to me. Thanks for driving to the museum. You can come and pick me up later. Azazel, wait!
Okay.
I can see that my assumptions have hurt you, and I'm sorry. I don't find your curiosity strange or off-putting. I only said what I said because I was worried about you. If you'll permit me, I would like to make amends in any way that I can. We've got a full day to explore this museum and a lot of research yet to do. So tell me, how can I help? Overjoyed, Azazel lunges forward and throws her arms around you. I'm so happy and to hear you say that, Mr. Taker. Come, let's see what the museum has in store for us. All of a sudden, the murmur that had once permeated through the gallery is strangled into silence. Oh shit.
Oh boy.
That's powerful. That's like big dick energy right there.
That is
Yeah,
fucking
exactly.
that is fucking massive dick energy there to say that.
just
Like,
walk
oh
up
yeah,
to him as he,
oh yeah. By the way, one of your most prized paintings. It's a forgery. It's like what?
Yeah.
you gotta be kidding me.
I paid $12 billion for this painting. It better not to be a forgery.
What few patrons linger nearby grasp at the revelation. You nearly drop the notebooks in your arms as you hurry over to where Azazel and the curator are standing. When you arrive, you notice that the curator is turning a vivacious shade of violent. I implore you to reconsider this accusation, miss. What for? I'm not lying. Why, you are quickly to step in between Azazel and the mounting rage of the art curator. The fact that you tower over the man seems to do well to subside his anger for a moment. Please relax, sir. I promise you she means no harm. The curator sputters. No harm? Did you hear what she said about my gallery? I did. And you honestly mean to tell me that you believe what she's saying? Yes, as a matter of fact, I do. That's it. I want the two of you out of this gallery and out of this museum. From now on, you are banned. Do you hear me? Banned!
Dang. F in the chat, boys.
If you hear that, you put F in the chat. With the stubby little man hot on the heels, you and Azazel book it out of the museum. Once you get to your car, you bump the notebooks into the back seat and jump in to start up the engine. Before you drive off, Azazel puts her hands on your forearm. Thank you. You stuck up for me back there even though it caused you trouble. That means a lot, I hope you know. I promise to always back you up from now on, okay? Now let's get the hell out of here. Is that a pun?
I'm not sure.
Maybe.
Was that a pun?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I may be smart and I may be old, but I'm not that smart.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not that old yet.
Okay. So, I would say that one was probably the deepest I've played so far. Yeah, I kind of called it there.
There was a lot
Yeah,
of
it
character
was
depth.
it was pretty good. I do have to say, like they really kind of tugged at your heartstrings with her.
Yeah. She does feel like the most like dived in character here, but again, this is only a demo, so we can only say so much.
It made
Yeah.
me care.
it made you care about her. Would you put her over Modius now?
No.
All right. Yeah, no, I can't put anyone over Justice. All right. Speaking of her, let's get on with this one.
I bet you have big anticipation for this.
Oh yes, I do. Early one morning, you find yourself yanked out of the deep sleep by some ruckus coming from the hallway. Groggily, you turn over to peer at your window. Through the gap between the curtains, you see Auburn? How do you pronounce that?
Auburn.
Auburn sunrise.
A burn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the color.
All right. I've never heard anybody use that word before. Looking just beyond the horizon.
So it's like an orangish red,
Mhm.
and it's apparently like very very pretty.
Oh,
I suppose. I've never exactly seen a burn myself.
Okay. The morning has only just begun. Thinking that you'll get more sleep and wake up at a more reasonable hour, you close your eyes. But as soon as you do, the noise continues with vigor, a loud thumping that echoes through the halls. Simultaneous, with a groan, you rise from your bed and slip into the hallway. There, you are able to discern that the sound is coming from Justice's room. You approach her door and knock. Oh, okay, come in. As the door swings open, you look into the demon's bed, only to find it empty. Instead, Justice is on the floor doing crunches. She pauses as you enter and sniff at the air. Yo, Taker! Good morning. Morning. How'd you know it was me? Oh, that? Easy. Unlike the others, you don't reek of brimstone.
So wait, is she blind?
Yeah, she's blind.
Justice?
Oh.
Yeah, Justice is blind. Haven't you ever
Look,
heard of
man.
that saying, Justice is blind?
Look, okay. Like, you're gonna call me out for this, but I'm kind of a fake fan. I'm just gonna put that out there.
You only really like the one character?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. I don't blame you for that. I am a big fan of the Helltaker game, though. Right.
Hey.
Where's judgment in all of this?
It's on the last date. It's on the last date.
Oh, no.
You can tell us apart by smell? Most of the time. At this revelation, you stop to ponder the implications, only to find yourself distracted by the fact that Justice has resumed her workout. Not even this measly conversation could slow her down. Even as she speaks, she is hammering out rep after rep, counting each under her breath. Anyway,
Getting those gains.
10. How's it going? What's up?
No, I said she's getting those gains, man.
Oh yeah, she's one of those women that love to work out. You're 11, 12, 13. Oh, earlier than usual. Yeah, about that. All of a sudden, the demon finishes with her crunches, jumps to her feet, and begins to stretch in preparation for the next exercise. I must have woken you. Sorry about that. I was hoping to get my sets in just before breakfast. Justice, breakfast won't be ready for another couple of hours. Oh, really? Huh, looks like I misjudged the time. Ah, well, might as well get it done now since I'm up. Alright, but could you at least try to keep it down a little? Most of us are trying to get a couple more hours of sleep. I'll do my best, Chief, but I make no promises. I'm all finished up after my warm-up. Now I'm going to move on to the difficult stuff. The difficult stuff? Yeah, elevated push-ups, sideways planks, chin-ups, burpees, that sort of thing, you know? Burpees? Are you out of your mind? We're on the second floor! Do you have any idea how much noise that's going to make? You could wake up servers doing that, and once she's up, it'll be impossible for the rest of us to get any sleep. You know how much energy she has in the morning? Ah, yeah, that's a fair point. What else am I supposed to do? Have you considered actually going to a gym? A gym could be fun. Do you know any good ones? Well, Oh, come on. You must know the best places, right? Or do you mean to tell me that you were born with arms the size of tree trunks? And before you ask me how I know, Modius told me. In a desperate attempt to ignore the rising warmth in your cheeks, you cast your mind back to a time in which you did frequent the gym. It's been some time since your last visit, but you figure that now is a good time as any to go back. Alright, you're gonna want a towel, some clothes you don't mind sweating, and a water bottle. Oh hell yeah, we're going now? We are. Unless that is you'd rather wait. No way man, I'm in. Then, without further ado, Justice ushers you out of her room so that she can gather her things and change. You take the opportunity to slip across the hall and into your own room, where you find yourself looking longingly at your bed. Rather than give in to your desire to sleep, however, you dig your old workout equipment out of the closet and throw on a t-shirt and a set of gym shorts. As you head towards the door, you catch a glimpse of yourself in the mirror and wonder just what it is you've gotten yourself into. After getting ready to hit the gym, you step out into a gallery and we're met by a sight of Justice walking towards you. Practically bouncing on her heels with excitement, she grabs your arms as soon as you are within reach so that you can lead the way down the stairs into the car. As a little request, if for some reason that the creator of this game is watching this, draw a picture of that, please. I want to see that.
You gotta do it.
Yeah.
This man is a #1 simp.
I'm not entirely into their. Well, anyway, bathed in the glow of I'm not going to deny it either. Bathed in the glow of the early morning sun, you and Justice load up in the car and make your way into town. A short while later, you arrive at the gym. The large sign over the door reads Mount Olympus. Not only is this your favorite gym, but it also happens to be the closest one to your house. The tall glass walls, you can see that the morning crowd is in the middle of their workout, so you and Justice get out of the car and head inside. With the demoness gripping onto your forearm for guidance, you approach the desk and retrieve a couple of membership card forms. You fill out a renewal for yourself before assisting an overzealous Justice with her own. Then the two of you hit your respective locker rooms to drop off your bags. You reconvene at the squat rack. Are you certain you want to start here? Without a doubt. Oh my god. I'm thinking 7 sets, 13 reps, each at, say 133 pounds? Pardon? Yeah, I know, it's a little on the low side.
Jeez.
We like her, dude.
Yeah, she's strong as shit. I know, I love that
Probably
animation.
hard for you.
Well, I'm still feeling a little stiff and out of practice, so I thought a warm-up like that would be a good place to start. What do you say? You alright?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm okay.
No, I just have to clear my throat. My bad.
Alright, that's fine.
You're fine. You're fine.
So, give me a minute to load up the weights and I'll spot you. And with that, you set to work loading up the bar. Though you've never seen a gym with the weights in increments of 3, you find yourself too focused on hauling them over to the bar to really think too much on the matter. After everything is set up, you help Justice into position. Oh.
There's that picture.
Yep.
There it goes.
Yep. Yeah. The first couple of reps look a bit uneasy, so you carefully spot her progress. Very closely. Before the first few, however, the demoness begins to find her rhythm. Soon she's hammering out squats with impeccable form before your very eyes. Ugh, okay. Justice finishes her first set without as much as breaking a sweat. How's it looking so far? Everything looking good from here. You're damn right it does. I mean my reps. As she bends down to pick up the bar again, Justice looks over her shoulder at you and winks. Fortunately, you are saved the embarrassment in having to stammer out a reply by the fact that the demon has returned her attention to the workout. Just like that, it's gone. Justice knocks out the remaining 6 sets with ease. As she is dabbing at the sweat, which has begun to glaze her arms and forearms, she turns to you. Alright, your turn. I love those finger guns she does.
Man.
Alright, your turn. Love that. What are you feeling? I think I'll keep the weight, but I'm going to tone the sets and reps down a notch to 3 sets, 7 reps. Sounds good to me, man. You do what makes you comfortable. At this, you trade places at the squat rack. Justice places her hands on your hips to get into position to spot you. Then, with a brief thumbs up in your direction, you begin your first set. Now that you see the thumbs up, well, admittedly, your progress isn't nearly as effortless as Justice's was. But you remind yourself that not only has it been a while, but you're also not a literal demon from hell, so you persevere. And that's fair. You manage the first set fairly well and finish up your second in much the same way. On the third, however, you feel your legs begin to shake as though they are ready to give up. Feeling you begin to waver, Justice squeezes your hips. Come on, man, you can do this. You've only got 4 more reps to go. With Justice...
Only 4.
Is that egging?
Egging?
Yeah.
With Justice egging you on, yeah. She's like, come on, man, you can do it. Come on, do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this fan game is making me see words I've never seen before. Egging you on.
You've never heard of someone like egging someone on?
No, I've never heard that before.
Jeez.
Alright. You power through the last of your squats. As you return the bar to its rightful place, Justice meets you with a triumphant high five. You killed it, man. Though you're panting, you can't manage to reply. Now what's next? You set your sights on the next machine, and the rest of the time at the gym passes by in much the same way as it did at the squat rack. At each station, Justice breezes through her sets before helping you with your own. By the time you are on your last few machines, the demoness is practically glowing, while you feel like just a step above a puddle on the floor. In spite of this exhaustion, however, adrenaline is pumping through your body and you feel better than you have in a long time. You find that you can't remember why you even stopped exercising in the first place. Sadly, your elation proves to be your downfall. In your zeal, you overdo it with the weights at the pull-down machine and end up going a bit too far. It is only when pain shoots through your muscles of your back and shoulders that you realize what you've done. Whoa, that didn't sound good. Are you alright? Just it helps you detangle from the machine and prompts you to take a seat on a nearby bench. I'm good. I just overdid it a bit. May I? Go right ahead. The demon
Touches your groin. It's like, whoa. We ain't on a third date yet. Come on.
I wouldn't mind to have
some people some people do it on the first date, mate.
True.
I mean, they're also kinky as fuck too, though. So, I mean, they play Dance Dance Revolution. Like, come on. The demon.
Dance Revolution. Come on.
The demon feels around for the muscles of your back and winces when she comes upon the point of pain. Oof, yeah, you really did a number on yourself there, Chief. Why don't you take it easy for a sec? Have a bit of a breather. As you sit, Justice works on massaging out a little bit of the ache from your shoulders. Embarrassed by your mistake, a hot wash of shame warms your cheeks. Hey, it's alright to be excited, but I don't want you hurting yourself. It's important to know your limits. That way you can avoid this sort of thing, but also know where you can safely push those boundaries to steadily get better, yeah? Yeah. Setbacks are normal. And think of it this way. Now we've got a good idea of our limits for the future. I really hope this doesn't gets you discouraged from this, Taker. Because I had a blast coming here with you today, and I'd love it if something we can do in the future. Thanks, Justice. I had a lot of fun too, and I promise I won't let this stop me. We can make this a regular thing. How's that sound? Do you mean it? Absolutely. You feel the demon lean her cheek against your shoulder. Good. I'd like that. Alright, let's hit the showers. I'm beat. Sounds good. Also,
Jeez, I can't.
When she leans on his shoulders, you gotta draw that too. I want to see that.
I can't imagine just him like managing all these girls. Like, Jesus Christ, man.
I mean, he went to hell first, and he picked up all these girls. I mean, at the very least, I think he can manage it. Well, actually, let me put it this way.
Come on. Polygamy is a great thing, at least in theory.
Yeah. Let me put it this way. If he can handle Zadrada, he can handle all these girls.
I don't know, man. It's just like one person is more to... on its own is just too much for me. It's like imagine like fucking what is it, 7 girls? It's like it's too many. You gotta put them all into your schedule.
There's actually 10 girls if you include Beelzebub in this.
That's even too many. It's like, dude, there's not enough hours in a day for every girl.
I mean, to be fair, like in the base game, like all he's really done is just fit them pancakes. So, you know,
Damn, bro.
that's all he really wanted was a harem to feed them pancakes with. On your way out the door, Justice loops her arms around yours, and holds you close as you walk towards the car. Though sore, the more exhausted that you've been in a long time, you find yourself looking forward to the next trip to the gym. If she wasn't blind, it would be like a little more, you know, of a thing, but she's blind, so she needs someone to help her walk. So,
Yeah, man.
I think we have time for one more, I believe. Yeah.
I mean, or you could do both of them in the next.
Oh yeah, I guess so. Should probably take Lucifer's advice. Oh, right, okay. All right, we'll go with Judgment next year then.
Ooh.
Just Lee's girl. One day, as you're hanging around the house, you come to the realization that you've seen very little of Judgment since she moved in. No sooner does this thought occur to you, however, that you happen to come upon the demon in the living room. She's sitting by the window, and with her back turned to you, it's clear she doesn't notice you right away. Thinking that there must be something on the windowsill that has captured her attention, you decide to creep up closer to get a better look at whatever it is that has her so enthralled. Then, as you draw near, I actually really like that art. As you draw near, you catch a glimpse of the object of her admiration, a tiny caterpillar. You step even closer and are surprised to find that Judgment is trying to curl the creature into the palm of her gauntlet. Sadly, the insect, seemingly put off by the feel of the metal, resists the endeavor. You wonder for a moment why Judgment doesn't simply scoop the thing up, but then it occurs to you that she's fearful she might hurt it if she were to do so. Only then do you decide to alert the demon to your presence. At the moment, the demon leaps to her feet and spins to face you. Blushing profusely, she wears the expression of someone who was caught with their hand in a cookie jar, so to speak. Mortal? You startled me. Sorry about that. I just wanted to see what you were doing over here. Oh, I have discovered an intruder. An intruder? You mean the caterpillar? Indeed, we must dispose of it swiftly. I suppose so. Here, let me take care of it. Judgment steps aside and you approach the windowsill. As you bend down to scoop the caterpillar up into your hand, you hear a small gasp at your back. Peering over your shoulder, you see Judgment staring intently back at you. Well, what are you waiting for, mortal? Dispose of the trespasser. With a nod, you scoop the creature up into your hand and hold it aloft. I think I'm just going to put this little fella out into the garden. A look of relief flashes over Judgment's expression. Oh? Do you think that is wise, fool? Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh my. You turn and make your way for the back door. Judgment follows you all the way up until you venture out into the garden. As you dispose the caterpillar out into the bush, you look up to see the demon watching you from the window. Something about the look on her face strikes you as odd. Perhaps it is that you've never seen the demon look quite so vulnerable before. Before you can fully comprehend the matter, however, your eyes meet and her expression melts away before your eyes. You make your way inside only to find yourself accosted?
Accosted, I think it is.
Okay. Accosted at once by Judgment. What the hell does that mean?
That's beyond me.
Oh, okay.
Or probably in the context to like calling or summoned by, I would believe.
Oh, okay. Yeah, in that context, it does make sense.
Yeah.
How could you just allow that creature to escape, mortal? It was probably just lost in the first place. Caterpillars don't typically like the indoors all that too much. Very well. What if it had done you harm then? What, that little guy? Nah, caterpillars are harmless. They don't become a nuisance until they turn into butterflies and get their wings. Wings? Yeah, once those guys start to fly around, they can be a bit of a nuisance, chewing holes in your clothes and drapes and such. Isn't that moths?
Yeah, that's moth. And to be fair with you, caterpillars are way worse off than a butterfly.
how are they?
Because caterpillars do a lot more damage to gardens than butterflies. Because the most butterfly could do is pollinate. They also drink blood and sweat from dead bodies.
Oh.
Yeah, no,
Oh. Oh wow. I didn't even know that.
yeah, but there are like carnivorous caterpillars that are toxic or that can be harmful to humans.
Oh, okay. So maybe they're the silent killer.
Yeah. Secretly, there's a different route where he dies.
That's a secret end when you lead up to Beelzebub. Or maybe I'm thinking of moths. Yeah, see? There you go. What is the meaning of this taker? What more can you tell me about these creatures? Well, you see... Come to think of it, I don't actually know all that much about butterflies. That they very well could be dangerous for all I know. Aha! How about this? There's a butterfly conservatory that just opened up nearby. What do you say we go there and we can both learn a little bit more about these enemies of ours? Nice.
That's adorable.
Yeah. Judgment cheeks redden at your suggestion. She looks shyly to the side, and you can see her seriously contemplating your offer. Yes, mortal, I think that would be satisfactory. When the afternoon rolls around, you decide to call the conservatory in advance to see if they offer tours. Much to your delight, they do. So you book a tour and approach the demon regarding your date at the conservatory. Thinking it could be a nice surprise, you decide to keep the tour a secret for now. Ready to go? Fool, I was born ready! Without further ado, you load up into the car and head down to the park. There you are greeted by the sight of the conservatory looming over the grassy knolls. As you approach the giant grassy building, you are met by a young man at the door. From the logo on his polo shirt, you can see that he is one of the conservatory's tour guides. Hello, you must be the late afternoon tour. That's us. Tour? I like that too. That was awesome.
Yeah.
What is the meaning of this What is this man talking about, Taker? I went ahead and called in advance and booked a tour for us. Oh god. Since they know more about butterflies than we do, I thought going on a tour would be the best way for us both to learn. At this, color rushes into Judgment's face. Oh. Yes, that sounds wonderful, actually. Thank you. The sudden sound of Judgment's voice takes you off guard. Before you can process what you just heard, the tour guide claps his hands together, drawing your attention. Excellent. Now, let's head inside, shall we?
No! Don't do it, it's a trap!
Are you on Star Wars now?
Oh, God, no.
With the young man leading the way, you and Judgment make your way into the conservatory. First, you stop inside of a large welcome room. Before we get started, I'm going to ask you to remove your gloves. I'm afraid we don't allow weapons or weapon-like objects inside the conservatory. We'll have your lockers.
See, I was wondering about that.
What's up?
No, I was wondering about. I was just wondering about the fact that she has gloves on. If they were going to say anything about that, just make a comment.
Oh yeah, no. If you look up the wiki, it does say that Judgment. Those aren't her hands; those are actually just gauntlets.
Yeah. No, I was just wondering if they were going to actually let her in with those on.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, as you can see here, it's saying that she can't.
So maybe we'll get art of her without any gauntlets.
Ooh, now that you mention that, yeah, we might. We'll have her lockers here for temporary storage, so I can assure you that they will be well looked after. At first, you fear that Judgment will envelop the poor man in his inner change and thrall him until he relents. Instead, Judgment nods and removes her gauntlets. She hands them off to a front desk worker who nearly buckles under the weight. With the matter taken care of, the tour guide leads you into the spacious conservatory room at large, where the butterflies are free to linger about all over. How heavy do you think those gauntlets are?
Like
Uh,
hundreds of pounds
yeah,
each,
yeah.
Because
probably even more.
because it did state on there that a full-grown man literally buckled from the weight of those.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Whoa.
As you pass through the great glass double doors, you wonder what the sudden appearance of this soft-spoken side of judgment that you've never seen before. Though peculiar, the vast different from the first impression you got from her down in hell, you find yourself excited at the opportunity to learn more about this more gentle facet of her personality. You smile as you watch the demoness bend down to examine a caterpillar on the leaf. Tell me, boy, how long does it take for these creatures to become airborne? With a sigh, you realize that, for whatever reason, Judgment's more gentle side is buried deep. You're pleasant to see that the tour guide seems unfazed by the demon's sudden outburst. Good water. Well, the typical metamorphosis cycle occurs over the course of 30 days. Some species vary from that number by a couple of days or so, but generally speaking, it takes about a month for a caterpillar to become a butterfly. I didn't actually know that. A month?
Yeah.
What fascinating creatures. What do they usually eat? Yes, that works. That's a good question, actually. For the most part, a caterpillar's diet consists mostly entirely of plant matter. After they undergo metamorphosis, however, their food choices changes depending on the species. Most butterflies eat plant nectar, but others may choose to feed on things like tree sap, fruit, or even decaying animal matter. Oh yeah, you did mention that, eh, Kazuki?
Huh?
I said Kazuki didn't mention that, eh? Well, he didn't say decaying animal matter, but I think that's the same difference.
Yeah. Dead body.
Yeah. So they are meat eaters. Some of them are, yes, but most butterflies have quite the sweet tooth. If you want to feed them yourself, you can put out a plate of chopped fruit, or even just a simple solution of sugar and water is enough to get their attention. Would you like to feed one? Yes, please. At this, the young man reaches for a squeeze bottle that he keeps on his belt. He then makes Judgment's hand. He then takes Judgment's hand, dabs some of the liquid into her palm, and prompts her to hold her arm aloft. In no time, a butterfly lands right onto the demon's hand and begins to lap at a sugary substance with its narrow tongue. It tickles. It does a little, doesn't it? Would you like to try too, sir? I would.
Oh my god.
Wait, hang on.
Is he eating that?
No. I'm going to, what do you call it? Do this. And there we go. There's the thumbnail. I'm going to use that. I love that. Alright, that's a thumbnail for this video. As Judgment stares
Good
intently,
thumbnail.
yeah, it is. As Judgment stares intently at the creature's fluttering about her palm, you find that your attention is on her instead. It's hard to believe that this is the same demon who once tried to trap you for an eternity of torment in hell. If you put a little on the tip of your finger, you can draw a line down the bridge of your nose. You might even get more to land there. As I understand, doing that makes for a great photo opportunity. Like this? Before the tour guide can answer, a butterfly lands right on Judgment's face, startling the demon. Oh. The three of you share in a round of laughter before carrying on with the tour. Before you are quite ready for it to end, the tour concludes that you and Judgment return to the waiting area to retrieve her gloves. Just before you leave the conservatory area, you hear a tiny crunch followed by a grasp of anguish. You turn around at once to see Judgment kneeling on the ground. Upon closer inspection, you notice a tiny, mangled caterpillar body laying on the path. A few tear falls onto the concrete next to it, and you are privy to the unmistaken sound of sniffling. Oh no. Hey, Judgment?
Oh god.
Before you can say anything else, Judgment stands. In spite of the tears in her eyes, her jaw is set. Whatever it was you saw in her expression earlier is gone. Now you can only see the High Prosecutor of Hell standing before you. Foolish creature. Let that be a warning to all of the kind who think it is wise to cross me, for I am Judgment, the High Prosecutor of Hell. At this, Judgment brushes past you on her way to retrieve her belongings. Sadly, all I can do is watch as the demon dons her gauntlets and sets her sights on the door. You follow, and soon enough the two of you are in the car with your sights set on home. After a silent and somber drive, you arrive at your front door. Judgment is quicker to get out of the car. Thank you for today, mortal. It was enjoyable. Their eyes are still red from her tears. You decide to say nothing of the caterpillar. I'm glad you had a good time, Judgment. Perhaps we can do this again sometime? Perhaps. And with that, the demon turns and hurries into the house. You follow, but catch no glimpse of her anywhere. Only the sound of a slamming door meets your ears. The rest of the day, Judgment's door remains closed and no sight of the demon within. That one felt like a pun, too.
Seems like it is.
So, if you haven't noticed, most of Judgment's act as a high prosecutor is an act. It says I read in the wiki, too. She's actually...
Damn, okay, man.
She is actually the nicest demon out of all of them.
Mr. I read the wiki page.
Yeah. Well, I did. I read the wiki for all of them.
So you mean to tell me that you're the master of Helltaker? You know everything about these girls.
I wouldn't say master. I'm sure there's bigger fans than me. But I am
Oh,
a
yeah.
big fan of this game. I'm not gonna lie. If there's merch that was worth buying, I would buy those. Like anything that's Justice on it, I'll buy.
Yeah.
Though ever industrious, Lucifer is looking slightly more haggard than normal. Is something the matter? Nothing I can't handle. Just a little upset in Hell's dimensional border. Happens all the time. So, Casanova, how'd it go? Is the sin orgy process proceeding according to schedule? Well, I took Judgment out to a butterfly conservatory. Well, it's a start. I don't suppose you have one more date left in you. I could use a break. Sounds good. Where'd you like to go? I haven't been able to stretch my legs all day. A walk around the neighborhood would be wonderful. I guess that'll work. I honestly can't think of any more date ideas.
See, this is exactly what I'm talking about, man.
What do you mean?
It's so exhausting, like thinking of all these ideas and whatnot, tending to everyone's needs.
Yeah, true. Akai,
Yes.
do you recognize this background?
Looks like something from DDLC.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Was this taken right from DDLC?
Probably. That I was literally thinking like a few backgrounds were just like taken from either Clannad or DDLC.
Oh,
Wait, did you do a Clannad playthrough?
I have
No, actually, we're going to do that, but like I have to have some free time.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's over 100 hours, my guy.
It's very, very long if you do all the routes. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would actually probably work better as a stream, though. I would say.
True.
A 24-hour stream, yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh god, no, I don't think I can do that.
Jeez, I don't know. I'm old, dude. I can't. Like if I did a 24-hour stream, I'd be dead. They'd find my corpse in my apartment the next morning. They'd be like, "Oh, he's still streaming."
Yeah, no, you kind of expect someone born in like 1920 to do that, you know?
What is this guy, a vampire?
Yeah,
Get outta
I'm a
here.
vampire.
Yeah, he is.
I'm a vampire, all right.
No, he's a ghoul.
Although I can't have blood because it has so much protein in it.
Oh god. No, he's a succubus now.
Oh god.
I'm an incubus, yes.
No, you're a succubus.
Oh, well, I guess I'm coming to your house then.
Whoa!
Yeah, backfired, didn't it?
I think Kazuki would try to stop you for that.
Yeah, man, sorry. He's all mine.
It's all right.
Together.
We'll tag team him.
Hey, man, I like that idea right there.
Oh my god, okay, let's continue. Together, the two of you exit the house into the warm night air. Fireflies, newly molted, slowly rise from the grass as you walk by. Their mellow lights illuminate the mostly dark street in inconsistent bursts. Beautiful little creatures, aren't they? Quite. Alone, you ought to know better than to judge a book by its cover. Even as larvae, they are highly predatory, and feast fairly indiscriminately upon other insects. You know quite a lot about insects for someone who spends most of the time running hell. Lucifer shrugs and sniffs thoughtfully? How do you say that?
Hoftily.
Yeah,
Hottily?
kind of.
There's no F there. Though.
Yeah, haltly.
Hottily? Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. A girl can take a passing interest in creatures far beneath her, after all. I took an interest in you, didn't I?
Dang, the burn.
Oh,
That's
shit.
a burn.
That one was a bitch slap in the face. That one stung a bit. Yeah.
I gotta screenshot that one, man.
Yeah, I'll send you a screenshot after that of that, alright?
Alright, bet.
Alright. I assume your day's been busy then? It always is. Running hell is a lot harder than raising it. There's a difference? Quite. Paper needs to be filled out, damnation's allocated, and the skeletons go on strike if they don't get their milk rations. So why do you do it? They help carry paperwork. Plus, if someone comes into hell unannounced, they are trained to arrange themselves into the deepest little puzzles.
Jesus.
I love that. Not that, your whole Queen of Hell job. Seems like kind of a thankless task for the amount of time you spend doing it. Okay, that is really nice artwork there.
Oh my god. Dude, he just like towers over her. Jesus, man.
I honestly don't know how tall the Helltaker is. The ivory-horned demon breaks stride, pondering your question as she stares up at the stars. The Lord of Hell is a position that no demon wants, yet conversely, all convey. To take the title upon one's shoulders is no small task, and matched in unpleasantness only by the problems that arise when one is forced to relinquish it. Forced? How so? The throne is never given, only taken. Since time immemorial, the entity seated on the throne has balanced atop the endless, writhing hordes of demonkind, each determined to usurp power for themselves. Man, reading for Lucifer's heart. Those at the top have no farther to climb, and thus must look down constantly in fear of being thrown from their lofty position. Ever heard of democratic elections?
Oh, burn.
Yo.
That one
was
took me a
good.
second to click.
Absolutely loved that joke right there.
Lucifer chuckles softly, the dark notes of joy spilling out of her mouth and into the summer air. Believe it or not, things are better now than they were before I took power. I implemented bureaucracy, a proper 5-day work week, and a break rooms for the demons and tormented souls to use in between damnations. And the beefcake skeleton guards? Merely an aesthetic choice. Nice. Understandable. Alrighty. Ooh, I got some steak waiting for me now. Understandable.
Nice.
Yuck.
The two of you continue on your stroll in immaculate silence, but it isn't long before another stray thought breaks through the quiet. So I think that is taken from
DLC.
DDLC. The hell's it called? It's on the tip of my tongue. I've played it like 6 times. Literally. I'm not even joking. I did play that 6 times. I counted. I think it's DDLC, the Before story. I think it's called.
Good story.
The Before story. Yeah, that one's a really goddamn good one. Has someone been taking Cerberus out on walks? Not to my knowledge, and I pride myself on knowing just about everything going on in our house. I took her to the park earlier. She was absolutely ballistic on someone who was trying to rob me. Cerberus has a nose for sin. Their cult can sniff out a tainted soul half a mile away. That's certainly true. I've seen her go after the weirdos that hang around the Arrow Underwear Emporium.
Whoa.
That is cute. I
Whoa.
like that.
Yeah, that's nice.
Arrow, what now? Actually, forget I asked. I'll just assume that Modius was involved somehow. As I was saying, I've seen her go after shady types before, but something about this time was different. She seemed to recognize whoever it was she attacked. Lucifer freezes in place, her red eyes suddenly glowing a luminous crimson in the dimly lit street. Very slowly, she turns her head away from you and, with an obvious effort, lowers her shoulders into a more relaxed pose. I'm sure it's nothing to worry about. You, on the other hand, can't say the same. Well, the house is coming up. Can I tempt you with a second go around the block? I think I'll pass. Though the smoke was quite enjoyable, especially after such a hectic day. In addition, thank you for the conversation. It was certainly informative, especially... Oh boy. Lucifer is cut short by an unmistakable sound of shattering glass, followed by raised yet indistinct voices emanating from the house. And just when things seemed like they were winding down too. With a crash, a chair from a dining room is pitched through one of the windows on the front of the house. Though the newly formed opening, the din of voices can be heard more clearly. Insolent whelp! Have you no respect for the rules of the house? Not when you're the only one enforcing them.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, sicker, girl, sicker. Strata. Lucifer's shoulders sag slightly, her eyes downcast. You don't have to be the one to sort this out. It is my house, after all. Yes, but they are my responsibility. I have to be the one to bring them to heel. True, but I'd like to put a stop to this before they damage the table. Oh, damn. Well, since it seems you now have a grudge to settle, I suppose I could allow you assist me with my affairs, but only this once. Do you understand? I do. The two of you march back into the house, ready to clean shop. Well, this night certainly took a turn forward towards the unforeseen, but perhaps Lucifer starting to let you see a more... Oh my god, let me just reread this. Well, this night certainly took a turn towards the unforeseen, but perhaps Lucifer is starting to let you see a bit more into her personal life. You'll have to see what comes of this in the coming days. Lucifer
That was definitely. I feel like Lucifer's was a bit deeper than Azazel's.
Yeah. I don't know. Azazel's had, I'd say, more of a touching scene though, but I'd say that Lucifer's was more of like a, what do you call it?
Personal.
Yeah, one is more personal. I don't know. I really like Judgments too. That showed off like a more innocent side of her. I do like that.
And it showed her hands. Her hands.
Yeah, it showed off her hands.
And if you played this game for any reason, it would be that.
Oh yeah. Alright. Hey guys, I just want to say thanks for playing your game. Writing by Owen Nagler and Morgan Day. Inspiration for the good number of scenes was provided by Al Mundo. Amendius Films and his crew. CGs and spreads were drawn by Dana Arhara. Character animations were created by Void.exe. Inspiration and sprite work was provided by Kio Veru, Team Soella, and Rue. Programming was done by Mate. Most music was created by Mitzi's on YouTube, although some was taken from royalty-free sites. Sound effects were taken from YouTube's creator library, and Helltaker house redesign was created by Sage16 on Reddit. The coffee shop design was created by Fuyano Akawa. The brand new beautiful title screen was created by Ritz Connie or Le Rico on YouTube. All background views are subject to change. Oh, so they might not actually use it for Lucifer.
Yep.
Once again, thank you for playing the game, and I'll be sure to leave us feedback on how we did this down. Okay.
That was actually pretty fun.
Yeah, I
was actually
really
not bad at all.
enjoyed this.
Too bad it's not an H game.
I mean, I'm sure if this becomes the popular shit, say this gets more popular than the actual game itself, which depending on,
It'll be hard.
it would be hard, yeah. But after that, I can see H games being made after this. But anyway, my thoughts on the game. It's damn fun. It brings more light to like characters that's like didn't have that much description on them, which I did like. Like it's and it's very true to their character too. I didn't see any inconsistencies with them so far. There's only so much could be said about a mod here, so, or not a mod, but a demo, to say the least. But yeah, I enjoyed it. What did you guys think of it?
That
was pretty
cool. It was actually interesting. Like, even though I haven't seen everybody's route, from what I've seen, it's actually pretty interesting. And I think I actually might check it out myself.
Yeah, I can give you the download link if you want to see it.
Yeah, why not?
Alrighty. But with that, oh man, an hour. I'm gonna finish up this video here. When this game comes out, I'm just gonna start out from where this demo finishes. So, anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you when this game releases. Take care. Oh yeah, and Kazuki, I thank you for being on the. This is your first appearance on the channel, so I thank you for being on.
Hey,
Right?
hey, no problem.
I'd be happy to have you on some more too.
Hey, I'd love to be on.
All right, and with that, I gotta say, take care and have a good one. All right, like and subscribe too.